Hello, I'm Philip Brunelle, Artistic Director and founder of Vocal Essence and organist choirmaster at Plymouth Congregational Church in Minneapolis. Each day I've selected a composer who's had a role to play with these two organizations. Today it is the African-American composer John Wesley Work III. Born in 1901, died in 1967. He was a composer, he was a conductor, he was an educator, and a scholar of African-American folklore. His father, John Wesley Work II, was a singer, a professor at Fisk University in music, taught Latin, taught history. His mother, Agnes, was the trainer of the Fisk Jubilee Singers. And then John Wesley Work III, our composer, studied at Fisk, at Juilliard, and at Yale. He wrote more than 100 pieces for orchestra and piano and a large output of music for choir. One of the important things that he did in 1941-42 was to spend time in the Mississippi Delta, where he collected what he called in his book Negro folk songs. And this was a really important work because the concern, of course, was that the people who knew the folk songs would die and the music would vanish. So he was wonderfully helpful in bringing this to happen during those years. So John Wesley Work III composed a very interesting piece called Kansanette. He wrote it in 1940, and it's a piece totally involved with humming. Now, if you have listened to the program that I did about Gabriel Elena Frank, you'll see where there's a similarity talking about how to hum and the ways you can hum. So he says in this music, Kansanette employs the hum and open vowel as legitimate choral devices. By so doing, it exploits the potential tonal beauties of the human voice, unfettered by words. So here's a little bit of Kansanette, totally hummed. Kansanette by John Wesley Work III. He wrote a piece which we performed with Vocal Essence called Golgotha is a Mountain. And again, the text, a very somber text. Golgotha is a mountain, a purple mound, almost out of sight. So the music stays in that style of what John Wesley Work III composed. Begins with just a solo line. And then the voices say Golgotha. They say it again. then the choir a cappella. Golgotha by John Wesley Work III. He also arranged, as many composers have, Negro spirituals in his own style. And this is a delightful spiritual called Give Me Your Hand. All I want is the love of God. And then a solo comes in while they all are humming. Then there are various verses, and finally as it gets to the very end and we repeat, Give me your hand, it gets bigger and bigger and they sing, music of John Wesley Work III. Have a wonderful day.